Like, I'm an American citizen. Is it a perfect country? No, but I am damn proud to be an American. Damn proud. These people have no loyalty. If, God forbid, there was a war, you think they're gonna be fighting for you? No, they're gonna run and seek asylum somewhere else. They're not gonna say, hand me gun, Julio. No. Or one of these Africans, they're not gonna be like, yo, hand me a gun, I'm gonna go fight for this country. No, they're gonna leave to go to Canada. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be like, oh, gotta go. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming with another video for educational purposes only. Today, we're gonna be talking about Trump back in office. He is on the path to set things right with this whole immigration crisis that's been going on for far too long. And before anyone gets in the comments saying, your parents, your grandparents was immigrants. Yeah, I get it. And what? Times change, circumstances change. Okay? For instance, if say me and a wife, right? I had a wife and we had a kid and we're both making total $280,000 a year. You know what we could do with that kid? We could send them to the best private school. We could take really nice vacations 2 to 3 times a year. Save up for a college, all that stuff we could do pretty easily. Now, if we have the same earnings and you add 4 more kids, can you do that? Can you send them all to the best private school? Absolutely not. Okay? Circumstances change. So what was working back in 1920 is not gonna work in 2025 or 2020 or 2016. It's not. And this whole squatters bullshit, that needs to end. But let's watch this clip and I'm just gonna go through it.
And this has been a busy first day in office for
Yes, sir.
President Trump. Already, the president has revoked 87 Biden policies and signed 10 executive orders, all focused on border security.
Beautiful.
And now, according to Trump's new border czar, ICE raids could begin as early as today.
Wow.
Border czar Tom Homan told Fox News that the priority is to target those undocumented migrants with criminal...
Illegal immigrants. Let's stop softening up the language and call it what it is. They are illegal immigrants or illegal migrants. That's what they are. It's like when women that are P-stars and show their vagina on camera call themselves, I'm a content creator. No, you're not. You're an online prostitute.
Records, and teams are already on the ground in cities including Chicago, New York, and Boston.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this, I'm from New York, right? I live in Queens, probably one of the biggest hubs of all this madness. I was coming home, I went to watch this Muay Thai event, right? I was riding my bike home, the tire got punctured. So I get on the train and I happen to get on the train with a Mexican legal immigrant co-worker of mine at the time. And I'm like, yo, what's up, man? How you been? He's like, yo, I just came from the police department. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I just got robbed. I'm like, damn, what's going on? He said he got robbed on a train by illegal Venezuelans. So, you know how like Asian people can tell exactly who's who, but from the outside, you're like, I don't know. Same thing with them. South Americans, they can tell an El Salvadorian from an Ecuadorian, from a Mexican, from a Venezuelan. So he's like, these Venezuelans literally went down the whole train car to car, just going through, robbing everybody, just taking stuff. And not only that, he said this is his second time in the last 2 months, 2 or 3 months, that he's had to go through this. And he said he's tired of it. Okay? So it's not just Americans and we hate. Nah. People that got here illegally are victims of this as well. Okay? Not only that, people that live in regular neighborhoods, where do you think they're moving? Where do you think they're moving? You think they're moving to the Upper East Side by Central Park? You think they're gonna be on Fifth Avenue by Saks, living there? No, they're living in your neighborhood. Your kids are gonna be competing for jobs with them. You go into a store like I did 2 weeks ago. I went to buy sirloin which is 90% protein to 10% fat ratio. And the last time I bought it from this store, I was like, yo, this feels like there's a lot more fat in here. When I cooked it, I was like, it was popping, mad grease everywhere. I'm like, yo, this is not what happens with sirloin. So the next time I go in there, I'm like, let me go ask. Let me find the butcher and ask. I'm like, hey, what's the percent fat? This dude looked at me like I had 5 heads, man. He looked at me like I was insane because he didn't know a goddamn thing I was saying. I should not be in my country, in my neighborhood, going to a local store where I can't even communicate basic things. It's ridiculous.
Officers starting to doing their job that haven't been allowed to do for 4 years. There's not a blanket, saying we can't go in these locations at all, but there's going to be a process put in place where there is discretion used, but it's decided by a higher level ICE officer to make sure we're doing the right thing. Has to be a significant public safety threat, a significant national security threat to do something like that.
Good, man. Get him out.
President Trump also ordered Customs and Border Protection to shut down the CBP One app. The app has allowed migrants to get an appointment to request asylum and stay in the United States until that appointment. But now Customs and Border Protection posted on its website that the app was no longer available. And
good. This is my thing. They're not seeking asylum. They're seeking money. A lot of the people that come through here through the Mexican border are not Mexican. They're coming from places below that. If you're looking just to leave your country, stop at the next one. These motherfuckers are going through 3-4 countries to get here. Oh my God, I need to leave here. Whatever. Put it in Spanish. Then go to the next country, say, woo, I'm out. I made it. No, they keep going and going and going to get here, to get free stuff. And I'm not with it. I'm not. They have no loyalty on top of that. Anyone that lives in New York can attest to this. These people, one, they're reckless as hell on these little e-bikes because they do like the DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that. African, Indian, South Americans, all of them, they all do this shit. They ride like maniacs. You're gonna almost get hit like 3 or 4 times a day. That's one thing. 2, this is something I've noticed, especially with the South Americans. I don't really see this with Africans or Indians, but this is the South Americans, South and Central Americans. They got flags draped all over their bike. Venezuelan flags, Honduran, El Salvador, Colombia, all these places. And I'm talking about is flags here, the bumper thing around the tire, flags. Not one American flag. Y'all can't even pretend to give a fuck about the places that just accepted you with open arms. Y'all can't have one American flag. I'm not saying get rid of your flags too. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like, at least show some love to the people that you out here getting stuff from. They don't even do that. They don't bother to learn the language. They'll be here for 5 years and look at you like, you can't do that? It's crazy. Get them out, bro. I'm tired of it. Walk through my neighborhood and I see 1 billion of these people and I can't talk to any of them. They look at me like I feel like I'm the foreigner, bro. How I live here 38 years in this country and I feel like the foreigner. I feel like I don't belong here.
all existing appointments have been canceled.
Good.
I don't even have an answer to give my son. What's going to happen? He comes and he asks me what's going to happen. What answer do I give my son? I don't have an answer.
That's another thing. They love to use their kids as like little fucking violin. Feel bad for me. They do this shit on the train. They send their little kid out with candy to try and guilt trip you into buying candy. No, I don't eat that. Get out of my face. At first, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, you know what? And I gave this little motherfucker some money for candy I don't even eat. And I'm like, yo, I don't even take the train as much as I used to. But every single time I take it, I gotta encounter one of them. Every time. I'm like, yo, get this little motherfucker out of my face. I'm trying to nap. I don't want to see this kid.
Because I don't know what's going to happen to us on the streets.
Look, sorry, lady.
And just
You made that
hours
decision.
after taking office, President Trump has declared
Should have stopped off in Mexico. Mexico's not a bad country, yo. Yeah, they got the cartels and all that, but it's not a terrible place. I know a lot of people that go there all the time.
a national emergency at the southern border and also signed an executive order to end birthright citizenship.
Great one. I don't even know how people could defend this anymore. Like I said, times change. Maybe back then, when you came here, yo, you had to figure it out. I don't care if you was Puerto Rican. I don't care if you was Italian. I don't care if you was Irish. I don't care if you was black. You had to figure it out. Good luck. These people don't come here and have to figure it out. They come here and here's housing, here's money, here's schooling, all of it. Here you go. That's why they're fiending to come in here like that. It's not because they love the US and they just love the culture. No, they're just like, we can get stuff, yo. Point blank, period. And basically what this is squatters' rights. If you are against squatters' rights, you cannot defend this. Because if you owned a home and say you went to the Hamptons or you went somewhere for a month vacation and someone went into your homes that might have been vacant, someone moved out and someone just sat there for a certain amount of time and now you're not allowed to get them out. Most people think that's a ridiculous concept, and it is. And that's what this baby anchor shit is. They come here, drop the baby, and you can't do nothing to me now. It's ridiculous. Things need to change. I'm glad he did this.
This afternoon, we're already seeing some pushback. We saw 18 different states challenge this order legally.
Yo, and all the people that defend it, most of them are people that are going to be directly affected. They're the ones that are going to go into their McDonald's or their grocery store and be wondering, who do I talk to get an answer to this question? Watch, man. It's like I'm experiencing it now, and it's frustrating. It's annoying. It's frustrating. Like, I'm an American citizen. Is it a perfect country? No, but I am damn proud to be an American. Damn proud. These people have no loyalty. If, God forbid, there was a war, you think they're gonna be fighting for you? No, they're gonna run and seek asylum somewhere else. They're not gonna say, hand me gun, Julio. No. Or one of these Africans, they're not gonna be like, yo, hand me a gun, I'm gonna go fight for this country. No, they're gonna leave to go to Canada. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be like, oh, gotta go. They said, yo, they're not even gonna be mandated, but if for some reason Trump was in office and we got in a war, he said, yo, we need all working men, illegals, y'all are definitely coming. They would be looking for asylum again, going to Canada, or they'll go right back down to their country. Point blank, period. So this shit needs to end. They have no loyalty. They're not even trying to assimilate into our culture. Not saying to forget your language. Not at all. You speak Spanish or whatever, Senegalese, whatever you speak. No one's telling you to forget that and forget your customs and your food, but at least try to be part of the group. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know what your thoughts on the comments below. I'm out.